What's up, Cody? What's up, fellas? We're back in another Hydra link, number 26, with you, me, and the other guy.
Shit.
Wow.
26!
Oh.
Hold on, let me do it again. Hydrolink podcast with you, me, and the
And the other guy.
other guy.
Yippee.
How you
Yeah.
doing, Cam? How's your mind, your body, your soul?
I am feeling a little sleepy, a little sore, but all for the right reasons, you know? I've been go, and today's a day of rest. Well, until I work out later.
Until I do it all again, and then I hate myself,
until I
and
make
then
myself more sore.
and then I do it all again, and I hate myself again.
Also, I'm Pooh Bearing it, in case no one noticed. I got my junk out, getting on a light breeze. It's nice.
You got a long t-shirt for Pooh Bear.
A little bit, yeah. He has like the crop top vibes. How you doing? Your mind, body, soul.
I got out of the long stretch of work, so it's gonna calm
Yeah.
more down, which is good for me. Cause hey, another guy!
Hey, other guy.
It's gonna be very nice. I'm looking forward to it. What? Huh?
What? What?
Okay.
He's fishing on land.
Good start. Good start. But yeah, I don't have that much work anymore, which is good. I'm still working, but I'm not working 6 days a week anymore.
Not swamped. Yeah, that's a lot. I think I talked about it a bit last time on the pod, but like I usually don't even work 5 days a week. I never have been on a super consistent schedule to work that much. Like that's probably the most I've worked, but I don't do that often. And I did that the past 2 weeks, and I was like wanting to kill myself. I was like, this needs to end.
Yeah. It's not a fun time. Well, it's good in the long run, but it's not a fun time. The guy's already gone.
Yeah. Damn. Did he say anything?
No, he just showed his trick and left.
Oh, that was pretty cool, I will admit.
It was pretty cool. Besides work, nothing much has happened on my end. There has been work shenanigans, but
Ooh.
that's about it.
Like actually bad shenanigans. You're just kind of like shenanigans.
Kind of like
horseplay.
Just like not like the work itself has shenanigans, just kind of like people shenanigans, where it's like I'll say in first at the magic place, I was getting a little. Or did I explain that last time? Did I explain about the other guy that works in, not from here, but from the magic place in my slight annoyance?
I don't think so. No, I don't think you talked about anything that was annoying there.
Okay. He was slightly annoying me because I was trying to make things as simple as possible for certain things. So they have a stream deck, and I was figuring out the stream deck for them on how to put audio on the stream deck. And I did. I made everything simple as possible because they were having finicky issues with the program they were using called Swissian, which I've never heard before. But they were using Apple Music for like lobby music, but then for cues they were using Swissian. So, but the reason that it was being finicky is that you have to wait for the song to be over, and then you have to press space for it to go to the next song. If you hit right, that would be for next song in any other program, it skips it. So that was weird. But putting it onto the stream deck, making it just a soundboard, made it so much more simple. And I don't know why he is so persistent on wanting to just make everything Apple Music. Like he wants to try to put he wants to put the cues on Apple Music. He wants to put Apple Music to cooperate with the stream deck, which I was trying to tell him that like everything's stuck on there. It's just it is what it is. Like it's not the reason why Swissian works is because it's MP3s, and then you
Hmm.
put it in a playlist. Like it's not there, but in for Apple Music, you don't own anything. Nothing's on your computer. It's all right
Yeah.
there. But he was like very persistent on trying to make this work, and I'm like, it's not. And then finally, when I went yesterday, he was like, yeah, the reason why it's not working is because there's no physical media on the computer. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Oh, almost like what I just suggested yesterday. That's crazy.
But even though he was like self-reporting that, he was
Hmm.
also saying like, "Oh, the Stream Deck's been amazing, thanks." And so, like, I'm
Yeah.
getting my praise too. So I'm not being totally ignored here.
Yeah, that's cool at least.
But then there was another thing of like I was fixing their OBS problem, which is what we're using right now. It's they're at first they were having a problem with the Stream OBS where I think I've explained this before, where they were scene transitioning for after a certain amount of time for no reason. It was going from the camera to just black. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay, how do I turn this off? And I couldn't figure out how to turn it off because a lot of settings, if I don't know how to start it, I don't know how to turn it off. So
Yeah.
I was just like, do you need these other scenes? And they're like, no. Okay, well, I'm just going to remove them. So,
That's what I
and
would have done. Yeah.
it never did it again.
Yeah.
And then for audio, the audio was just coming out static. And I was like, okay. So I was trying to figure out where the audio was coming from. And in my mind, the only visual I had was you're having a caps, which caps in the AV world is you have an XLR going to an aux
Mm.
from computer to board so that you're hearing stuff from the computer. And
Right.
I was seeing nothing going the other way. So there was nothing going to the computer, but something coming from the computer. So that's probably why I was thinking, okay, they're static because there's nothing going the other way, and they're trying to do it from video. Um,
Oh, okay.
little did I see that when we were having a kerfuffle about it, I already asked the boss to buy a like $10 cable that was just XLR to USB, and
Mm.
then we were going to fix it on the board. But they already had something on the board, and it was going through another machine that operates the cameras, which in my mind doesn't make sense. Why that would even be an audio thing to operate cameras to then go to
Yeah.
the program. But it was one of those auxes that were like 90 degrees, so it looked like a
Oh, yeah.
power source. I couldn't tell.
Mm.
Uh,
So many unique connections. Yeah.
but he eventually figured that out, and then we worked together to be like, okay, what needs to be on, what needs to be off, and how. Um, and then we did a good test run today. And it was, oh, there's another guy, another
I
guy.
thought I heard water. What's
Oh no,
happening
that's
over
just a
there?
thing. That thing fell from the sky, no biggie.
Uh,
Uh, so yeah, we figured that all out, and then the last piece of the puzzle was for some reason the main camera was very blue, and
geez.
and the controlling of the RGB, but it was just RB, was locked. There was no way to change the dials, and it was like,
Jesus.
what the fuck? And since there's many intricate little menus that aren't like displayed via buttons, it was hard. We couldn't figure out how to adjust it, so I was looking stuff up because it was really annoying me. And we had two shows that day. The first show was
Wow.
pretty blue in the
Yeah.
recording.
Uh-huh.
Um, but then I was just like, I don't know. And then one of the things on Google said like, zoom in on something white, then hit auto white balance, and it'll probably fix it. And I was like, okay.
Mm.
So I tried with something on the projector screen that was purely white. Didn't work, and I think it was because it was a video thing. It wasn't physical.
Yeah.
But then there
Yeah.
was a
Yeah.
big ass QR code to the side of the stage, and I just zoomed in on that, and it
Mm.
worked. And I was like, cool.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And then I
Ah,
fixed that problem.
technologia.
It, slowly but surely, I'm fixing little tiny problems, and it's feeling
Yeah.
good. and
Already making a difference.
I'm both feeling more comfortable with my coworker and less comfortable with my coworker
Mm.
because there was two comments that he made that made me go like, huh. And it was when I was fixing with OBS, the originally, it was I don't want this to be a heavy episode of just me talking. I'm sorry.
No,
Eh, uh, when I was fixing OBS originally, he was like, "So, what do you? How do you know how to work OBS or something? Well, you got OnlyFans. You sell feet pics." And I was like, "What?"
That's like the only content he knows.
It's like, first off, OnlyFans, crazy. I'm your coworker. If I did have OnlyFans,
Yeah, he's like, "You gonna send me the link?"
and second, feet pics for a recording software.
Yeah, feet pic specifically.
What? No. And I'm like, obviously no, but then I kept saying like, no, I do, and then he's like, oh, you do other content on there? Like he's cutting me off, and I was like,
Yeah, what
no, I
the
don't, and then I just decided to let it go. I won't even tell him what I do. And then after that, I was telling him what I do at my other job, and I was like, it's mostly busy business meetings and stuff. He's like, oh, that sucks. You don't get anything fun. You don't get like fur cons at your thing. And I was like, what the fuck?
Where did that come
Where are you
from?
pulling out this like? Are you trying to reach a bridge or something like that? Like I am one, so not a big deal. But like, where the like you don't say like, oh, you don't have like a Comic Con or a video game convention. It's like, no, you don't get furries at your hotel.
That was the most common thing he could have thought of. Like, it makes me think he either was targeting that, like, toward you, or he was himself like, that's the most fun thing I can imagine at a hotel.
Like it probably is. I've been to one and it's just not my crowd. It's I don't like socializing with random people. Plus it's
Yeah,
kind of a lot of money just to be there.
I get that. Yeah. Like, conventions have never really done it too much for me. Occasionally I love to see like a panel, something like that. But fucking I can see the recording or the live stream of it too. Like,
Yeah.
convention isn't that crazy for me.
It's just I don't know. I don't see the appeal. And even people being like, "Well, that's how we see all our online friends." I'm like, "Then have them come over.
True. Yeah.
Like,
You
just
can just
bring them to
schedule
your
something.
house."
Mm.
Um but yeah, that was very strange and part of me wanted to be like, "Well, I am one, but I'm also like, well, what is he gonna do with that information?" So
Yeah.
he eventually heard that he learned bronies and furries through Howard Stern,
Oh, of course.
and
Wow.
that's a very like what the hell are these people type of
Yeah.
approach.
100%. Howard Stern is a very. Can you believe these guys? They're out here dressing like dogs and cats.
And then
Like,
he was also putting bronies and furries in the same group as gigolos. I'm like,
what?
all right, I think ICP is cooler than them, but whatever. And then I told him that like, yeah, the main leader of the ICP, the like singer or whatever, he's a furry too. And he's like, what? And I was like, well, yeah, because his daughter like likes it, so he like indulged in it a bit, and he
Oh,
got a little
okay.
ahead. And I was like,
You got like a persona.
yeah, it's all Juggalo themed. It's got like the black and white and clowny, and it's cool.
That's hard. That's super cool, actually.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, okay, and but he was like, yeah, I'm listening to them talk about bronies in my workshop as I'm doing my little makeup mask thing, and everybody's just like in the workshop passing by, like, what the hell is this? I'm like,
What
this
is
is
the bro
good.
into?
So yeah, that's been the magic shop. That's been fun, and then
Good times, new people.
at the other place, it's been specifically this guy, well, two guys, a new worker named Dino, and my cat having interactions that I understand, and then me having interactions with my boss, or one of my second in command. I always call him my second in command because he's not the boss, but he makes most of the like what we have to do.
Yeah,
Um,
right.
and with Dino is our
Dino. That's a cool
newest
name.
hire, and he's kind of small, and
Okay.
he works. He used to do um, contracting or something like that. He
Okay.
he had a very physical job before,
Oh, I
and
bet. Yeah.
there was a lot of times where I just feel like he doesn't know how to interact right, and it
Mm.
like he'll do like a it would be me and him, and I'm about to go to the magic place like afterwards, and he's like, "So what are you gonna do after this? You gonna go magic? Huh? You gonna do some magic?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
You're
Look,
gonna do some magic.
it's like the way the cat describes it is Jerry from Rick and Morty, where there was this interaction with Summer where it's just like not Rick and Morty, Jerry's telling Summer just like, "So you're on your phone, huh?" And he's like, "Yeah, Dad. Were you trying to make a little conversation lock in so I have to be stuck in this conversation because you have nothing to say to me? You're just trying to start something here." Like,
So real. Yeah, he never has any fucking thing to say, so he's just like, phone,
it's just,
same
it's
deal.
just such a nothing. And what made it crazier is like he said that, and then later on another coworker Mike said like, "So you're gonna after do the magic?" Like he said it too. I'm like,
Did
yes.
Dino set you up for this?
It's fucking like, dude. But another thing Dino does, which is I don't know why it's slightly annoying, but like he'll like he has these puppy dog eyes, and he's like wanting to do something. Like he's constantly being like, yeah, 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 we'll do it, yeah. And he'll just be like, "So what are we doing? What are we doing?" And then you tell him, he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, 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 got it, yeah, 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 yeah." And then me and Xavier were just being like, everybody was gonna go get food, and me and the cat were talking, and then we were like, okay, what do you want to get? And he's like, I want to get this, and I was like, okay, I want to get this, right next to each other. Just order it and I'll get it. I was like, while we're talking, Dino's like, I can stay, it's fine, I can stay. And I was like, no, we're good, we're good. No, I can stay, it's fine, I can stay. No, we're literally just what?
No one's asking you to.
Go in your car, sit down.
Leave.
It's just so weird, and it's very what the fuck. And he also has this thing
Sure.
where he's like he touches, and
Oh.
it's not like where the fuck did that come from? Like we were walking, and then he's behind me, and then he just like pats me on the shoulder a couple times. He's like, "Yeah, that wasn't so bad, was it?" Like setting up the room, and I was like, "Why the fuck?"
What? Why are you touching me? Like
Yeah,
out
it's
of
like
nowhere.
no one does that, and it wasn't earned.
Hmm.
Like I'm not weird about that. It's just like what the fuck? Like a boundary is being broken. I don't know you enough.
Does he like know your name at least?
Well, yeah, we work together.
I would hope so, but
Everybody
like
does.
I've been in a situation where you're like, "Hey, buddy," but like to get their attention, you'll just like tap them on the shoulder or something without like calling for them.
No, it is weird
Uh,
throughout the rest of the hotel that like a lot of people know my name, like engineering, banquets, uh, event leader. Like so many people know
mhm.
my name, and I'm like, sup? Like
Hey,
I don't
in.
know, I don't know you. Like even one, this guy I do know his name. He's an event manager named Jose, and he's like an older guy. And I heard through Mike, another guy, that he was like he wanted to start interacting with me because he wanted to be like friendly with the whole crew. So he was just like he always says like, "Hello, Cody, how are you?" And I was like, "I'm good." And so I feel like he expects more. So he's trying to have more of a talk. So like one day
Yeah.
he was just like, I came in with Del Taco, and he was just like, "Oh, good breakfast. What we eating?" And I was like, it's a chicken taco, like a chicken tender. He's like, "Oh, you eat good, huh?" And but
Just a
there was
friendly
a
guy.
time where he was starting out doing that, and he was telling Mike like, "I don't think he likes me." I was like, I'm not. I just don't interact with people. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Were you there when he said that to Mike, or did Mike tell you?
And Mike told me.
Yeah.
But last thing, and then shipped it on to you talking for a bit. I was interacting with my second in command, Adrian. Uh, and what made me interact with him was that we were. It was literally yesterday. We were resetting a room that the three guys, Mike, the cat, and Dino, set. And Mike has been there for a long time and is under lead, and there was errors in the room. There was no uplights, and the
Mhm.
speakers were behind the stage, which is a no for feedback
Right.
possibility. And it was
Yeah.
one of them was also in front of a door, so it was like, dang. And then one of the drapes
Like
wasn't.
blocking the door completely.
Yeah, and then one of the drapes was like not fully out, so it wasn't even. So it's like there was so many
Mhm.
little things that like he even pointed out. Like I gave him the benefit of the doubt if it was the cat and Dino's, because there's been exceptions to the speaker rule of like if we had a little tiny room and you put it in the corner, like it's behind something.
Yeah.
But they were like, yeah, but Adrian was like, yeah, but you think somebody that was a lead would know these rules already? And like,
Mhm.
be like, no, that's wrong, or that's missing, or things of
Someone may
that
step up.
nature. And then that's where when we were talking about him last time, that's where the comfortable kicks in, of him
Yeah.
being
He's
comfortable.
getting a little comfortable.
And then randomly, I asked him like, "Are we making profit? Like in our business, are we making profit? Because it's been like almost 6 years of our business." And he's like, we make enough to survive."
Yeah.
And then he was like, 2 years ago, we did really good. We did really good. But then, like, the hotel takes their cut, and then uh, paying the salaries and blah, 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 and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And then he also threw in like, and the cruises. And I'm like, oh, so the boss going on a cruise like
What?
5 times a year is coming out of the business card.
God
And
damn.
he's like, yeah, for like tax write-offs or something. I was like, are you serious? His cruises that last a week, 5, 6 times a year, is
Holy.
from the business card.
That's too much. That's diabolical.
And I think he didn't tell that to anybody,
Right?
because he's a guy that has like an image of like he wants to be perceived a certain way. Like he had a what was it? He had a SUV like car, and it was a good car that he rented for a little bit, but he rather have taken the company truck because he felt like he wasn't masculine driving the other car.
Of course. Yeah.
It's like, really?
Man,
Really?
people care so much about their image in those sort of ways.
But I found that out, and I was like, "Are you serious? You're
Yeah,
going
that's
to you're going to Costa Rica and Guatemala on a boat because the
yeah. Well,
company?"
while the company's just surviving.
Yeah, I mean,
Pretty
tax
brutal.
write-offs, whatever, but you can make tax write-offs in other ways.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I mean, that's just pure vacation. Like I couldn't see that as being anything to really do with the business.
No, and he also doesn't do that much in the beginning, anyway. Like
Right.
he does some like meetings like where they give the rundown of the week or whatever, the yellow pages of how the week's gonna go with the hotel. And
Mhm.
but so does Adrian, and Adrian does the one across the street too. And Adrian does most of the like talking with the clients, and
Yeah.
he does as well, but it's like a 1/3 comparison. So it's really
Jesus.
stupid.
Yeah. Tough management. Sounds like it's been a history, certainly. It's that same guy that's like owned the company for a while.
He's owned the company since the beginning,
Yeah, gnarly.
and he doesn't take any risks because not only does he want to preserve being in profit, but it's also co-owned by another guy that owns a rigging company, and now
Mm.
he sold the rigging company, and now
Oh.
he's just coasting. But even in the
Yeah,
beginning, he's just like, well, why do you need that? Like he's not a money spender either, because this is
yeah,
just
and
side
that's
money to
fair.
him.
I'm not a super money spender. Like I feel like if I had enough money to live comfortably, and that'd be fine. But if I had excess, I'd probably just be like giving it away. Like I just give money to people so often.
I'm buying too much toys.
I
I'm,
don't have too many things that I want. It's hard for me to like justify wanting something.
I just like collecting stuff that are because I like three main things. You know that it's just like I can make it four, but it's Sonic wrestling, Gorillas, which Gorillas doesn't have any collectibles, so the collectibles go to Naruto.
Yeah,
um, but yeah, I like those. But there's been rumor that one of my collectibles, the Funkos, is going to go out of business next year.
that's what I heard. Yeah, which is crazy.
And,
Like I feel like so many people buy those. Like it's the most popular
well,
collectible
it's
probably
their
worldwide.
fucking fault because they keep making collectibles of like stupid shit. Like they make collectibles out of so many IPs, and then they'll make like five of them, and then they'll make collectibles on characters no one really cares about, and then they'll put their excess energy on other things like their mascot having Funkos or their
Mhm.
or like sorry like little background effects for Funkos or little
Right.
splatter effects on the box or bookends or so like they're spreading out to try to make better, and then also
You're damn right.
you
Yeah, they're
could
built
you
in.
could justify them losing money that they acquired Loungefly for things like those little satchel bags that you're seeing everywhere with a bunch of
Hmm.
IPs on it. They
I
own
know
that.
those.
So,
I
and I
didn't know that.
doubt so many people are buying those.
Yeah, that's definitely more of a luxury item too. Those are pretty highly priced.
It's and then their new system of like collectibles of the sticker situation. There's a good amount of things to justify how they're losing money because they keep making
Yeah.
product and people aren't buying the product. And
Mm.
it's just got to a point. And then another thing of like, especially on the wrestling side, every wave is going to have a Rock, a Cena, a Triple
Of
H,
course.
a John Cena. Like you can't keep making the same Funko over and over again and think people are going to buy it again. You just can't.
Yeah, there's a limit to what they can do. And it's crazy too that like 90% of their products are like limited time. So most of the like money that is made on the sales are from resellers, scalpers, that just, collect them and end up selling them to somebody.
That's
And
so
Funko
true.
doesn't see any of that profit.
No, no, they don't. Um, They also that's another thing. They send it out to so many people. They send it out to Walmart. They send it out to Target. They send it out to
Mhm.
GameStop. They send it out to fucking Hot Topic. They send it out to Spencer's. Maybe not Spencer's, but they send it out to
Maybe.
Chalice Collectibles, which is another mall place. They send it out to a sports place. They send it
Mhm.
out to so many little places. And most people when they get a Funko, they're probably only going to go to one.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, exactly.
whatever. And then you have the exclusives, the Target exclusives, the Walmart exclusives, the GameStop exclusives, Game Mart.
You gotta go. Game
uh,
Mart. Big fan.
but personally, for someone that actually collects Funkos, I'm not gonna be sad that they're gonna stop because I'm pretty satisfied with what I have. I feel
Yeah, right.
uh, like there's some wrestling Funkos that would be glad that they made like the Blue Meanie, a Brood Edge, a um uh, wide selection of.
Mm.
I can't think off the top of my head, but there's still so many wrestlers that they haven't tapped into that would be cool.
Of course.
or so many concepts that they can do, like a duo finisher one or an
Ooh,
entrance
yeah.
one. Like they were gonna dabble with a Triple H entrance one where he spits the water on a ring apron, but the ring apron he's on is half a ring. And I know they can make full rings because I have four. So it's kind of like, why didn't you just make
What
it
was
a
the
full
point?
ring?
Yeah.
It's
Plot
whatever.
holes.
What do I need to buy a second one and put them together? Have two of them
Mm.
spitting. It, it's just
That
not.
would be beautiful.
It's just not. There's so many ideas that could be incorporated here that's not being incorporated. But I'm
Yeah,
not
they
gonna be
need like a
sad.
new head of marketing or something. But like you say, it's
Oh,
probably not going to be lasting a whole lot longer.
another thing that makes it so fucking pointless is that they're probably losing money. So they have Funko Pop, and then they have Jumbo Pop, which is bigger, and then they have
Right.
like Mega Pop, which is the biggest, and then they have Bitty Pops, which is the small ones. Then they have
Uh-huh.
Bitty Pop keychains, which is the keychain, and then they have itty bitty pop or whatever, which is the smallest one. Like, you can't stop.
Yeah, like you said, they're spreading themselves so thin. So many different things that people don't need. People just don't care. And I feel like uh my brothers like them a lot more than me. They have quite a few more. And 99% of the ones that they get are like clearance items at like Ross or a thrift store.
Yeah,
Like they're already heavily discounted or resold when like they end up getting them.
Russ is kick ass for a collector.
Mhm.
We've discovered that, me and the cat, like half a year ago, and it's been fucking awesome. I got a Banjo Kazooie Funko there, like
Oh, that's sick.
like
I think
five
I've seen that one.
dollars. I've gotten a lot of Naruto figures there that would be 30. I got it for 20. And almost
Right?
my whole AEW, the other wrestling company's collection, has been from
Mm.
Ross, and they sell them for
Holy shit.
$3.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
And they have so much better of packaging. Fucking
Yeah, the packaging goes hard.
the WWE packaging is a white box. It's a white square box, and then AEW is more like uh, uh, what the hell is that shape? Where it's like a trapezoid, black square with a different colored header depending on the type, with a fully, like, you can see the full figure.
Yeah, like from the sides and stuff too.
No, just from the front, and the side
Okay,
has
yeah.
the picture of them.
Yeah.
But they are like really cool. They have the name on the left, the face on the right, fully seen in the front, and then there's like they come in, they call it like collection. So there's the unmatched collection, which is gray, and then there's the championship collection, which is yellow or gold, and then they have they change it up depending on certain things. So that I got one specifically from Walmart. It's all blue. I got a full gear pay per view edition, which is shows the full gear and it's orange, and then there's a
Mm,
World's End, which is a pay per view edition, which is like a sapphire. Like it's cool. They change it up, and they change it up
exactly, yeah.
on the other ones, but it's still just the fucking box. Like, you can't just put red on it and say Royal Rumble and then like show just the face of the figure. It's fucking boring.
Boring.
There's no aura.
Yeah, minus aura points for sure on that one.
All right, I've been talking for 30 minutes. Your turn.
Well, before we run that, shall we just cruise into our middle section? Our middle segment?
You're so smart.
Mm,
Look at you, cheeky smile,
I
being so
think it's
smart.
so smart.
I think
I
it's
know.
so smart. Can we please get the joke? Can we please get the joke? Mm.
Joker time.
That's
I'm
weirdly like the
Joker.
one thing I quote from the Cat in the Hat movie, and it's when
Which one?
like people are mocking, and it's where they're just like, he's saying something, and he's then they're like, can we just get the dog, please? And can we please get the dog? Can we please get the dog? Mm.
Yeah.
I really like
Funny.
that. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You get two jokes. 3 was a specialty. No,
Mhm.
no, you ain't getting that again. So it's the classic 13 to 200. The further you go, the more dirty it gets. All right.
Brilliant. Let's go with a solid 150.
150. Also, to let everyone know, I'm not marking these. So if we do a choke again, I'll I should start marking them now. I don't have a pen. Do I have a pen? Hold on, let me see if I can find a pen.
Annotate my joke book.
I need to fully prove how much I've read. Here, I'm gonna quickly get a pen. You entertain
Yeah.
the folks. Thank them for 300.
Oh my gosh. What a good point. You, Cody, and I have been just so impressed. So much love being shown on the fellas channel lately. Like a huge increase in viewership, and the amount of subs coming in is just absolutely awesome. By the time this comes out, we probably will be at 300 subs. And like a year ago today, I don't even think we had cracked 100. So it's just been like exponential growth. We really appreciate you guys. We really do hope that we're delivering some content that people enjoy. Certainly, we fucking love doing it. Like, I can see us doing this a lot longer, but it's just so much fun. So much fun playing games with the homies, sharing it with other fellas. And, you know, we want to involve people. We always want fresh ideas. We always want to hear what the people like. It's been fucking awesome. Pen time, pen time.
Pen time.
Yeah.
Okay, you said, ow. You said 150. Here we go.
150.
150. You get 2 jokes. 1 or 2.
There's 2 on that page?
Yeah, 1 or 2.
Number 1.
Oh, right. Oh, there was 3 jokes, actually. You still want number 1?
Yes.
Okay. Marked. This is a signed book. I just marked it. All right, here we go. All right. A guy calls his boss on Monday morning and says that he's sick and can't make it to work. His boss says, "What's wrong with you?" The guy says, "I got anal glaucoma."
Anal glaucoma?
His boss says, "What the hell is anal glaucoma?" I think I'm saying it right. The guy
Yeah.
says, "I just can't see my ass going to work today."
That's funny.
All right, one more.
Yeah. That's funny as hell. Let's I assume that was a little more raunchy. We had anal and ass.
Yeah.
Let's cut it to still an even number. Let's go 100. Good old 100.
Good old one hundy. You get 3 jokes.
3 jokes.
Oh, 4
Let's do
jokes.
the third one. Oh, let's do the last one.
All right. All right.
Mark.
Here we go. Did you hear about the Buddhist who refused Novocaine during his root canal? He wanted to transcend dental meditation.
Transcendental. That's a good pun. That's solid.
All right. Thank
Joke
you for
time, joke
joining
time.
us in the joke segment.
Have you ever considered like being a comedian?
Me? No.
Yeah, just in general. No, do you like public speaking like whatsoever?
Hell no. I could.
Yeah, I could imagine.
So I could perfectly talk on here because 1, no one's looking at me, and 2,
Mhm.
I'm talking with somebody. If it was solo, it'd be so much harder. I couldn't
Yeah.
hold a solo thing for anything.
It's tough. Yeah, but I feel like at least most performances are pretty scripted. Like you're really, really practicing
Yeah, like
what you're doing,
choreography.
what you're saying. Yeah, exactly.
And
But
I
don't know.
got to
Thank you.
learn that yesterday too because it was a
Oh.
2-night show. He did the exact same fucking thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I always loved about doing a multi-night show, though. Is like the first one, you're definitely pretty nervous, but like the second show, you feel a lot better. And if you're doing a third show, even you're like, all right, let's get this done. Like you know every in and out.
Mm. It's neat. But no, I'm. Why? Why do you say that?
I don't know. I was just kind of thinking while you're talking about jokes, like I feel like that's something that I've definitely thought about doing. Like I don't think I'm an exceptionally funny kind of guy, but I do think I have a pretty quick wit sometimes, and I do think
Uh,
of like silly and funny stuff. And I've known a few comedians too. Like I know some people who do stand up locally. I've been to some shows. It's definitely like a passion of mine. I love like listening to comedians. Every time I go though, like I feel this level of anxiety as an audience performer, especially like at an improv event where like, oh, anything could go wrong, like they might not be that funny, but people just they are funny. Like professional comedians know what the fuck they're doing. And I really am just amazed every time
mm.
someone like performs really well.
I think you're a quipper.
Yeah, that's what in my favorite I think jokes in general are like those one-liners.
Yeah,
Just say something kind of funny.
you'll like hear a conversation or something like that, and then you'll just like throw it in, boop,
Mhm.
and then it's like, ah, he's so fucking
He
funny.
said the thing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm usually not too heavy a conversationalist. I'm definitely an easier listener. I don't always got something to say.
I'm sorry. See, I was trying to think of examples, and one of them was like, it's just something that like made me hysterically laugh, and I've told you, but it's such not a joke. It's like not a joke at all. And it was when we were playing Mario 3D Land, and
Uh-huh.
uh, I was talking about something I don't remember. I was like the main focus of the talking, and I also had the game audio. But if you go to look on your side, you're 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 falling into a pit, and you're like, I'm about to do my forbidden technique, and you do a
Yeah.
ground pound, still going into the abyss. It's just like it's so unacknowledged.
The little moment.
It's just a little like 360 flip around to the ground pound as you say
Fully
that.
commit. Yeah.
Just shit like that. Just a little like, here you go, have that.
Mhm. Yeah. I'm in my own world sometimes, but I agree. The quips are what I'm there for.
I think for me, I see things animated in my head, so I always try to be like, uh, if people hear me talk enough, you understand where I'm going with this. I always be like, uh, just imagine, and then I say something that's funny in my head, because it's like I'm imagining it animated what I'm saying after I say just imagine,
Yeah.
and
Uh-huh.
it's like, oh, this is perfect. This is perfect, funny. And then you'll be like, yeah, and then you do your quip.
That's the deal. That's our mutual exchange.
Yeah, I give you the scenery and then you paint it.
You do have a very like picturesque mind. I agree, like very animated mind.
Yeah, just like,
Mm.
I don't know. Imagine meeting a Beavis and Butthead in your real life in your work. I guess for yours it would be a kid.
Yeah, most of the problems are with kids, but you'd be surprised. Like I would say recently, I've not had like problems with the teachers I've been working with, but I usually work at one school, so I know a lot of them pretty well. I hang out with some of them at lunch.
Somebody's popular.
I know. Not to brag, but like they tell me I'm pretty good at my job. The kids seem to like me too. But
Oh,
the teachers, it's like it's surprising, but not really too much that like they're so similar to the kids they teach and like a lot of their behaviors.
oh
Like
really?
there is this sort of like catty, clicky dynamic, like especially between the teachers. And at least some of the ones I know, like they're kind of just like shit talkers.
Uh
They'll be
huh.
like, "Oh, did you hear what so and so said?" Or like the other day, they brought up a teacher who maybe isn't at that school anymore, but he was like a pianist. He
Mm-hmm.
has like classical training or whatnot, and he's also like made a couple of albums. Most of them are like cover albums. He plays like Christmas classics. Here's his Christmas album, or like some classical hits from
Jay Schlatt.
1500s or whatnot. Not quite. No, a little.
Jay Schlatt Christmas.
No, I see what you mean. Like his Christmas album, that sort of thing. But he doesn't like. There's no word. It's just his piano, you know.
Oh.
And they were
Mm.
kind of like cooking this guy. They were like, dude, like what a nerd. I can't believe like he he does this.
Dude, what?
Who listens to this stuff? You know, he had like 2 monthly Spotify
You
listeners, and they're like,
motherfucker. You wouldn't say that shit if it was Michael Bublé.
I know, like people fucking make music.
It's
Not everyone's gonna
beginning
be
to look a lot
fucking
like
A1 Michael Bublé.
Christmas
But yeah, it was just kind of like it was fucked up because
on
I was
every
listening to it. They were playing it, and I was like, this is just good. Like this is chill music. He's just showing his talent. It doesn't even seem like he's super like promoting it. It's just something that
Uh-huh.
he does on the side. So I don't know. It just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. The way they were like that.
Sometimes
Just kind
people
of
that
shitting on
make
it.
fun of teachers end up being friends with them, though.
That could be the case, but honestly, between the teachers that I do know well, like they bitch. They kind of do. They're kind of mean girls sometimes. It's crazy. And it's funny because like my dad used to be really good friends with one of the teachers, and she's like the reason that like I started at that school, that I subbed for her so many times, and he's
Hmm.
like, oh, my friends need a sub. I know you're really good. Like, can I ask you to cover them? So like that's kind of how it started. And my dad was like really, really, really good friends with her for like several years, maybe a decade ago. And then like eventually they, you know, moved away. They had their own lives, and she became better friends with like her teacher friends. And one of her male teacher friends just seems to like hate my dad. And
Mm-hmm.
there's like no reason that my dad can understand why that might be. No reason anyone can really get it. But like my dad always tries to be respectful, nice, like says hello, makes eye contact. And
Yeah.
like anytime he would greet this one teacher, he would just like scoff, you know, like roll his eyes, like look away, type like what the fuck
Oh
is
my
wrong with you?
god.
But like as most as we can tell, it's like maybe jealousy. Like maybe he's mad that my dad used to be friends with her, but he's not really anymore. My dad's like, you can have that. Like, what are you tripping about?
Some people are just
But
prima donnas, though.
yeah,
Like,
but I do feel like that kind of just it works for those teachers, for middle school teachers. Like I feel like that energy is not necessarily helpful, but kind of natural.
yeah, like there was one at my work on our latest show, and he wasn't even like the head guy, but the lady that was running everything, he was kind of like the devil on the shoulder, being like, we need. And
Yeah.
the first time we saw him, and this is how I referred to him the whole time, he wore a backwards hat, and he had like a flannel on with a t-shirt, so he looked so presentable. And then he was just like, can we, on stuff. And then the first day we were doing the show, he sits in the front row, and like the music's playing or whatever, and it's like background music or run up music or something. And he goes up to the tech table to the guy running the audio, and he's like, you need to turn that shit up. So,
Whoa.
whoa, okay, dickhead.
Yeah.
Even the audio guy's like, he's sitting in the front row in front of a center speaker. What
Yeah.
gives him the right to tell the whole room that it's too quiet?
Yeah.
And the
Yeah. Nuts.
so that was already a bad sign. And then
Especially the way he said it. Like, there's easier ways to say,
you
"Hey,
need to
like,
turn that shit
seems a bit
up.
quiet up here." Yeah.
Yeah. And then there was another time where I saw him. I already have a bad taste in my mouth from how he is. That there was a heads meeting before the last show, and they go into a previous breakout room which had a projector, a speaker, and two wired, case in point, wired microphones in there. And
Mhm.
the client lady comes in and she's like, can we have four microphones in there, for wireless microphones? And we're like, no. And she's like, oh, I put it in the group chat, I suspected four microphones. And when we found out, when she texted that, that was when she told us, which was at 9:05, and the event started at 9. So no, there's
She
not
sends
gonna.
the text and immediately is like, "Hey, did you see my text?"
Yeah, it's like it's not gonna be in there right away. And I went in there and I was like, it. I'm sorry, but we gotta replace the mixer and we gotta add the 2 mics, and it's just gonna. How long is this meeting? And they're like, it's 30 minutes. I was like, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
It's gonna take as much time to do that. And then the first guy we told, understandable. When we told her, she's like, okay, we're just gonna have to not do it then. And then the guy comes up and he's like, what's going on? And she's like, we're not gonna have the mics. Ugh.
Wow.
Like,
Did she wait?
really?
She said that or he said that?
He said that. He just scoffed. He just
Oh,
gave like
when he was
of
like-
course.
He was chilling when you told him literally 5 seconds ago.
No. We told another guy, which told
Oh,
her,
okay.
which then he comes up unprovoked. What's going on?
Mhm.
And then he gets told, and then he goes, ugh. Like,
Oh my
if he
gosh.
expected it. It's like, bitch, this is a small ass room. You don't
That's
need
what
it.
What do you even need microphones for?
You don't need the microphones. It's a small ass room. You got the projector, which is what you really need. It's not necessary at all here. Shut up. You're not even
Yeah,
the guy.
ridiculous. You're not that guy, pal.
And then later on, he was like the last presenter, and he did 2 more things that fucking annoy me. I'm sorry, this is a very me-centric thing. I apologize. I don't want that to be the pod. There's
No,
just things that my mind runs.
Love it.
He was the last guy for the whole show, and he sent me a flash drive with just a picture on it, and I was like, okay, I will do it when you cue me. And then he's like, all right, cool. And right before he left, the head of banquets comes up, and he's just like, okay, this is what you want. And he's like, yes, thank you. But he said it. He said this in a tone that sounded like he was so lying, and he just had to say it. And he was just like, you guys have been excellent. Thank you for your work.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yeah, all right, buddy. Yeah, you really
Fuck off.
appreciate us.
Yeah.
And then the last nail in the coffin that upset me, I don't know if it upset him, but I feel like it would, knowing who he is he had the last thing he wanted to show, which was just a picture. And what does he do? He points at me, then points at the screen. So I'm like, okay, put it up. But as soon as it's going up, he says, drum roll, please. It's already up. You gave me the cue. You can't just make a second cue after the cue.
You're improving this, but how am I supposed to read your mind?
Wait, want me to take it down, put it back up?
That's fucking funny.
That's so
Did he get
stupid.
mad?
I didn't hear him again.
Okay. Put in your headphones, fucking tune them out.
It's stupid. The lady was
People
fine
are
though.
crazy.
They liked the show.
Yeah. I feel like people in the performance or presentation in general are always see the things that go bad way more than the audience.
Oh yeah, it's one of those like the tech sees the problem, but no one sees the
Mhm.
problem. It's like, oh, it's a little off the projector screen. You can see a little line. That's
No
fucked.
one cares.
No one cares. I have a question for you.
Shoot.
Have you ever like really liked something, like say a song or an animatic or a project, and you're like, it's playing in your head over and over again? You're like, fuck, it's so short. Why is it so short?
Ooh. Like just a quick like clip that just plays.
Yeah, like maybe a 1 minute song, and you're like, oh, why is it so short?
If only I didn't have the entirety of it stuck in my head all the time.
Yeah.
No, I do feel that. I feel like with songs especially, like I'm a guy that gets shit stuck in my head. I know you are too. We definitely sung our fair share of songs on episodes.
We've actually been pretty good on that.
Yeah, it's been a while. But yeah, I get like super into things too. Like when I play a new game or something, or like I've been like just grinding at a game for a while. Any second I'm away from my computer, I'm like thinking about it. I'm like picturing it in my head. What could I do? How's the calculation gonna go? Like, what's my optimal resource management? I'm like fucking dedicated. That's what I wish I could just spend my whole day doing.
Mm-hmm. I mentioned this because there's been a song that is taking over my fucking week. That is, it's so beautifully sung, and the lyrics are so well written, in my opinion. Okay, you don't have to agree with it, because it's from Has Been Hotel.
I don't even know what that is.
Has Been Hotel was a. I'll give you a little cliff notes. It was a pilot animation that was on YouTube like 9 years ago, and then it got picked up by Amazon, and it's on season 2. But it also
Mm.
has the person that created that show has a second show called Hell of a Boss that's was primarily on YouTube, and now that got picked up by Amazon. And it's a place that purely takes it's a show that purely takes place in hell, and there's 2 stories happening in that same hell location.
Right. Okay.
Um, but it's for the Has Been Hotel show. Yeah, you can love it, you can hate it, whatever. They have some good music because they make it into kind of like a musical. They
Mhm.
have almost 2 to 3 songs an episode, which is
Wow. Okay.
three's pushing it for me.
Yeah.
But like
How
it's
long are
still
these episodes? Like a 20-minute?
did like a 23 minute.
Yeah.
But that
That's a lot
also
more than usual.
explains why these songs are short, or some of them are.
Yeah. Right.
Uh, but
Totally.
in their latest episode, they had as of recording, their latest episode had a really really good song. So they got their Broadway vocals and then are working on this show. So it's
That's
really
incredible.
good. Um, so I'll give you the context of this where the song takes place. Um, but I don't think it's entirely necessary. It's still good as its own. So the context of when the song shows up is that one of the characters that is very into gambling, and gambling's
Mhm.
his problem per se.
Yeah.
He's drunk at a bar, and he just did a song right before this where he was gambling, he was winning, and now he lost it all again. It's now he's at a bar and he's like, this is the life, good booze, and now a girl to sing. But the girl that's gonna sing is actually just a guy in drag, and it's a
Okay.
person that he knows that's on this Has Been Hotel. So they've been connecting,
Uh huh.
and she's just performing on there, and then it hits to the song, and it's so good. Okay, I'm gonna attempt this as best I can. Do not judge me.
Never.
Actually, I'll, I'll I'll do the attemptions when they're worth it. So it goes. It's been so very long since Lady Luck kissed you, which is already a good start.
Mm-hmm.
Still, you listen for her song and pray that she missed you.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's tension, right? Because this is a ship.
Ooh.
These two
Right.
dead inside because you know it's all pretend. Close your eyes because you're going off the deep end again.
Mm.
You're living for the rush, for that royal flush, but you take what you can get. That was awful, but
That's
but
good.
it's true. It's you lose, and but if you get a little money, that's cool. But it's also for love. You could take what you could get.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are like
You
that.
you live for the rush, but yeah, you're just happy to be there.
You want the best girl, but some people will just take a be comfortable, which sometimes
Comfortable.
is the best girl. You don't know.
Yeah. Honestly, the more I realize in life, like you just want to make it through the day. Like
For real.
if you can make it through the day and be confident that you'll make it through tomorrow, like do you need much more?
No, not really. You happy? Cool.
Mm-hmm. That's what it's about.
You play your
Finding
final
contentment.
ace for a pretty face. Tastes like scotch and cigarettes.
Mm.
That's the best line with how it's sung because they're like, you play a pretty face for final ace for a pretty face. Tastes like scotch and cigarettes. It's so high pitched and so
Right?
fluctuating. It's so good.
Goddamn. Like it's kind of lounge singery,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
chill and slow. That's
yeah.
nice.
It's Jessica Rabbit.
Oh, word. Is it like the same voice actress or the same character?
No, no, it's like that's definitely what they're
That
going
style.
for.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, no doubt.
And you
That
can't
is
help
fine.
falling, going all in, though, though your odds are bleak, till you break your losing streak.
Mm.
keep losing. He keep breaking up with people or
Yeah,
getting
right.
rejected.
Just keep swinging and missing.
You can't help falling and going all in, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, I love the metaphor there. It's really deep, and it's such a good message too. It really is. Like it was saying, like there is an end to the losing streak too. Like that we win some, but we certainly do lose some. But it doesn't mean you won't win.
Yeah, I was playing the losing streak of girls, and then I changed my game, and now I
Yeah,
won.
sat down at the new table.
And then I won.
That's
uh,
all it takes.
then they do the course again, but slightly different. You're living for the rush for that royal flush, but the next best thing will do. You want to spend your chips on these rosy lips, trying to get me next to you.
Hmm.
Because he can't help need and to believe in finding what you seek until you break your losing streak.
Hmm.
And then
That's such a bar. Break your losing streak.
she sends it off with, "Good look out there, boys."
There's like a casino in the hotel.
It's like a performance at a casino.
Okay, sure, yeah.
They just
Okay.
have worked in the hotel together. That's a separate location.
Oh, okay. Totally okay.
But that's been
Interesting, yeah.
stuck in my head since it
So
came
deep.
out.
That's about all the lyrics.
Yeah, that's it. That's how short it
That is
is.
short. That is short. Yeah, just a fleeting scene.
It's just
Well written too.
fuck. I guess I'll show you after. It's so well sung.
Yeah, there's a couple songs that have been like that. The one that I can specifically think of by like my favorite artist, Jonathan Colton. He did the Portal song, Still Alive, and some other stuff for Portal. But he has a song that, oh, what is the name? I think it's like Pulled Down the Stars is what it's called. And it's
Ooh.
just so airy and dreamy and like devoted and meaningful. But it's literally verse chorus, and he just repeats the verse chorus. Like it's 8 lines, and then he repeats it. And it's like, fuck. I
Damn it.
wish there were more. I wish there was one more line, you know? Man, that's one of my favorites.
I guess I'm good with that they changed the chorus a little bit.
Yeah.
They only repeated the first and last line.
Yeah, which I feel like is still important. Repetition is still really important to draw people in.
Mm-hmm. The presentation on the music video is really good too.
Mm-hmm.
It follows the beats of it amazingly.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a like important collaboration between animation and music sometimes. God, I love music.
God, I love
We could just have like we've talked about this before. We could have like a movie segment. We could have a music segment. Like we talk about some of the same things, but there's so much fun art out there.
It's just so, you know what? That would be really nice. But like we both bring a song to the table.
Yeah, right.
But
Hey, that's
what do
I'm
we
listening to
talk
this
about
week.
on it? Because in this case it was the lyrics and the performance that made it. And but for other songs it's really like the tone of voice and or the musical part and less of what he's talking about.
Yeah, a lot of the times it's more how the music will make you feel.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. It's a possibility. I'm down for it.
Perhaps, yeah. It is weird doing so in a like a video that we're not necessarily playing the music, but we could just have like a this was my favorite lyric from the song, and this is what the song means to me,
That's
and
also kind of
just something quick like that.
why I didn't want to talk about this originally. Is like one, it's probably, well, it's a subgenre. I would say it's been going through the circles of a popular sound. So people are like, oh, why do you gotta talk about it?
Sure.
And it's also from a property that people have very strongly mixed opinions of. People like, I like it, or the people like, this is stupid. So it's like, but even if you don't like the show, you can appreciate a song being good.
Totally. Yeah, I would think so.
Like
Something unbiased.
I found out the other day that the fucking Goo Goo Dolls song Iris was meant
Yeah.
for a movie.
Really?
Yeah, it was meant
No,
for
which movie?
uh I'll look it up. But it was a Nicolas Cage movie that no one remembers.
Sure.
Nicolas
It's a pretty
Cage
classic
movie.
song.
The Google Doll's Iris is famously featured in the Nicolas Cage movie City of Angels. The song was written
I've
for the
never heard
film,
of it.
and the lyrics were penned for the perspective of Nicolas Cage. But no one fucking remembers this movie.
Wild. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of that. I'll have
So,
to look into that because I used to listen to that song a lot. Pretty good one.
so yeah, it's like they can transcend their. Well, if it's for the show specifically or the movie specifically, it has a chance to be more connected with the show, but
Mhm.
it is possible for music to transcend where they came from.
Definitely. Yeah, I feel like that's the awesome part about so many types of art is like obviously the author might have a perspective or maybe even multiple perspectives when they're making it. There's no way that they're going to have everyone's perspective. Everyone's going to somehow draw something different from it.
Hmm. I also really like when a movie. Well, we're just going into the segment entirely now. We, I really like when a movie has one person making the soundtrack. My
Yes.
my immediately my immediate example is Ben Folds for Over the
Oh, sure.
Edge,
Uh-huh.
and it's nice to have a very familiar singer follow you throughout the
Yes.
film
Yeah, exactly.
because
They're
he
like a
fucking
narrator
rocked
voice.
it. He rocked that movie.
That's a fucking phenomenal movie. Phenomenal soundtrack, animation.
Family of Me, Still, Rock, no, Heist, Rocking the Suburbs. There's so many good songs in that movie just from him.
And just for that movie.
Yeah, maybe Rocking the Suburbs. No, yeah, Rocking the Suburbs might been already a song, or Lost
Mhm.
in the Supermarket was already a song. One of those two were. I'm all lost in the supermarket. I can no longer shop happily. I came on in for the special offer and guaranteed personality.
Bars.
And
Oh,
it
frog.
it works for the fucking blank ass HOA approved suburbs.
Yeah. Yeah, someone made that movie.
Someone made it.
Someone fucking sat down, made a
Someone
movie.
made this pod, and I think it's over.
They did it.
Yep.
They did it for a whole hour and then some.
Yeah, they did. Good on them.
That was fun. Yeah, that went quick. I'm sure there will always be more to talk about soon. I kind of mentioned it when you were away, but just happy to be here. Happy to have so many fellas with us, so many new fellas especially. And
Hmm.
happy to be doing this for a whole year. We uh we were not sure on this podcast, and here we are. Still
Yeah,
doing it.
we talk about the same shit, but whatever. Work goes
That's
on.
what you expect. Yeah. It's just some life updates, channel updates, some good chats. And I do think, like we kind of initially started this, it's definitely helped us become a little more conversational just in any sort of game that we're playing. It is good practice. It is good fun.
Hmm. It is. You know what? That is true. It's like starting a. People. As someone said it a long time ago, where they're like, starting a podcast is like the new version of saying, "Let's start a band." It
Yes, right?
and it's kind of true, but it's also like if you start a band, you get better at music and being a band and more creative through that. Starting a
Hmm.
podcast makes you better at talking.
Definitely, yeah.
Kind of
Like
just that though.
just those 10,000 hours. Yeah, but it's like, I think it's specifically as well, at least what we're doing, like a little bit of multitasking, kind of focusing on what you're doing. It's a lot easier to not focus too hard on this game, but it's it is a very specific skill nonetheless. It's not inherently transferable, but hey, you gotta talk to people. Communication is key.
I also really like that our podcast doesn't have to always be funny. Like there was barely any funny points in this one, but there was funny points in other ones.
Yeah, right. You get a diversity of emotion.
That ain't gonna get you clips, but whatever. Well,
Clips are for chimps.
you got a haiku for us, Cameron?
Ooh, not yet. I actually forgot that's something we do.
He remembered the book, but didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Can be bought in all stores, I think. Was it best jokes ever professionally tested jokes for people who this is a long title who want to be funny. Funny. It is on Amazon. Go buy it.
Nice.
Follow along with me. It's $5.
Easy money.
Yeah. Best jokes ever. Professionally tested for people who want to be funny. That is my boss.
I love that. Professionally tested for people who want to be funny.
It's on Apple Books too. Why not?
Download the audiobook today. Could you imagine an audiobook, just someone reading 200 jokes back to back, laughing to themselves?
Yeah. And they're just
like an empty room.
Oh my god! And then the audio reader's just like, okay, listen to this one. Listen to this one. All right. Why the chicken cross the road? Because they were
gonna believe it.
Because they were pregnant and they had to give birth. So stupid.
Pregnant chicken.
I don't know.
Not how chickens work.
Do you need time?
I need just a minute, I think. Yeah, let me think of some ideas here.
All right, I'll pick my own joke this time. As you do your thing. Oh, there's a couple just like as I was skipping through, there was like zingers. There was like ones that was one after another. Oh, your mama's so fat jokes. Here we go.
Nice.
Okay. Your mama's so dumb. She took a ruler to bed to see how long she'd sleep.
Wow. Little classic, cheesy, but it's good. It's good. Your mama's stupid.
Your mama's so fat. When she was missing, they had to use all 4 sides of the milk carton.
That's good. I've not heard that before. That's really good.
That is good. Your mama's so dumb. She called information to get the number for 911.
What's the number for 911? Bitch.
I have so many. Oh my god, it's 2 pages full. Your mama's so fat. She puts on her belt with a boomerang.
I've heard that shit, yeah.
I haven't heard that one. That's good.
That's a good one.
You have your own gravitational pull.
Mm-hmm.
Yo mama's so fat.
There's a lot of fat ones.
She was standing on the corner by herself and the police told her to break it up. I love that these are just the type of jokes.
Yeah. Yo mama is not the most refined form of comedy, I'll admit.
No, definitely not. Yo mama so fat.
Fat.
She can't even jump to a conclusion.
That's real cheesy. She couldn't even jump to a conclusion.
I think these are all fat jokes. They're just whatever.
There's so many fat jokes.
Your mama's so fat. When she goes to a restaurant, they give her an estimate.
That's funny, actually.
Well, guess what? Your mama's so fat. She fell in love and broke it.
Don't you talk about my mama that way.
Probably distracting you so.
A little bit. But you gave me an idea.
Your mama's so fat. She's on both sides of the family.
That's fun.
That was a little bit. That was a weak one. You did.
That was a little weak one. It was still a good idea.
Your mama is so fat. She can't even fit in a Zoom meeting. That's modern.
That's a modern one, yeah.
Your mama is so fat.
How fat is she?
The horse on her polo shirt is real.
What? That's just so weird.
Okay, there's a polo shirt with like a horse rider on it.
Yeah, I know the one. But
Okay.
she's just got like a pinned horse on her shirt. Jesus.
Your mama is so fat. Her shadow weighs 40 pounds. True.
I've heard that one. That's, I think, in the Weird Al song, Fat.
Okay, I'm gonna go a page backwards where it's your mama's so dumb so we can... I'm gonna keep going until you're done.
It's not gonna help.
I guess we're in a loop here.
I'm just trying to count my syllables, man. It's hard.
Your mama's so dumb. She thought Shirley Temple was a Jewish synagogue. What?
Synagogue?
Synagogue. That's not how that looks. Yo mama's so dumb. She tried to eat her food stamps.
Damn.
Poor mom.
Okay, I got one. I finally figured it out.
You got your thing?
This one is super, super highbrow, high intelligence. So I don't know if you'll get it. Are you ready?
Okay. All right, we're done with that. Cool.
No, we're not done with that.
We're not done with the yo mama jokes?
No, because my haiku is...
Oh, no. Hold on, wait.
Yo mama.
Wait. Okay, you're good.
Yo mama is so dumb. Oh shit, I already fucked it up. Reset. Cut that out. I'm dumb.
Okay. But
Yo mama. Fuck.
every time he fucks up, please put it up and put it away. Okay, go.
Yo mama. So dumb that when she writes a haiku, she adds a syllable.
Ah! Did you actually?
Yeah, the last line has an extra syllable.
Ah! That's so good.
Thank you.
Not too dumb.
What is it, Cody?
I could do that.
I think I probably haven't done it yet, but I wouldn't be too surprised.
All right. 26, 1 year. Thanks for dealing with our shit for 1 year. That would be a collective of at least 26, maybe 27 hours of talking.
Sheesh, yeah. That's a lot of time spent together, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
More than a day.
Yeah.
More than 2 normal days.
Yeah, without the sleeping.
Yeah.
But definitely next time something fun. Maybe we'll get someone new on the pod as well in the next couple of weeks.
Kevin.
I spoke with him last night. He was down.
Fuck yes, Kevin.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Look out for the Kevin episode coming up soon.
Yeah. Kevin.
Kevin.
You enjoy yourself. Grab yourself like a sandwich, maybe a water, maybe
Give yourself a double McTwist on me.
Yeah, get yourself a McRib. I heard they're back.
It's always back.
Eat yourself a saucy yoga mat.
Get messy.
Yeah, get crazy.
Go stupid.
Ah!